Pro-Palestinian demonstrations continuing at Columbia University for a 10th day.
All right, this comes as school officials have been negotiating with students to try and get them to clear out their encampment, but so far the tents are still up.
Fox 5's Michelle Ross live on campus with the very latest. Michelle, what are you seeing today?
Teresa, Steve, now that 48-hour deadline we were hearing about, that expired earlier today. Now, what we did also see inside is that the encampments are still up. The latest statement released by the school was released late last night. It had said that talks with students, they were making progress. But after we spoke with students today, they say they're at an impasse. This is going on as protests continue outside Columbia University.
I was displaced from Syria in 1994, largely because of your anti-Semitism.
Clashing outside Columbia University between pro-Israel groups and this pro-Palestinian group made up of ultra-Orthodox Jews.
These aren't the real Jews. We don't think like this. We don't think like this. We want to free Gaza, free Palestine from Hamas. They don't represent the Jewish people whatsoever.
They're part of the 𝗦𝗢𝗖𝗓𝗪𝗪 group, which they say is for Judaism but against Zionism.
Explain why you're murdering people.
My name is not Hamas.
And just in case you're uncomfortable,
how much are you getting paid to be here?
In case you're uncomfortable, to leave the Star of David and say, "Oh, I'm doing it because I'm a Jew." Right? That's what you're doing.
I'm doing it because my people were murdered on October 7th.
The pro-Israel side saying they just want the hostages to be released. 𝗙𝗢𝗟𝗟𝗢𝗪's cousin, 𝗦𝗢𝗖𝗜𝗪𝗢𝗪, is still being held in Gaza.
You should be demanding the release of hostages so that we can end all suffering on all sides.
A quieter scene on Columbia's campus as the encampment still stands in its 10th day with a visit from Congresswoman 𝗙𝗢𝗟𝗟𝗢𝗪. The tents becoming a second home as some get their haircut and food delivered. They've been in negotiations since last Friday with the school and today say their needs still aren't being met as they demand Columbia to divest funds from companies profiting off the Israel-Hamas war, but cannot name which companies.
So currently, an estimate is 0.66% of Columbia's investments, less than 1%, is actually publicly disclosed. One of our demands is financial transparency. When we know what Columbia has actually invested in, we can tell you what we want them to disinvest in.
Now, it's still unclear if commencement will happen on a campus next month, but the students in the encampment say that they hope to come to an agreement so that everyone can enjoy graduation. Now, Columbia University will be holding a press briefing, updating us on what has happened in the last 24 hours. We'll have more on that on the 6 o'clock news. We're live in Morningside Heights. Michelle Ross, Fox 5 News.